My dear friends, today I bring you news that could change the lives of millions of retirees across the United Kingdom. Imagine this. After years of hard work, raising families, building communities, and contributing to the nation, you finally receive something that feels like recognition, a well-deserved boost to your pension. Yes, the Department for Work and Pensions, the DWP, has officially confirmed a $3,000 extra payment for retirees in 2025. This is not just numbers on a piece of paper. This is about dignity, about security, and about finally being able to breathe a little easier when the bills come in. Before we dive deeper, let me ask you, have you ever sat at your kitchen table late at night, looking at your expenses and thought, how am I going to make this stretch? If you have, you are not alone. Countless pensioners across the country face this struggle every single day, and that is why today's news is so important. It is about real help for real people at the time when it is most needed. Now, before we continue, I kindly ask you to subscribe to this channel. By subscribing, you won't miss any important updates on pensions, benefits, and financial news that directly affect your life. We are building a family here, a community where retirees, seniors, and their loved ones can come together, stay informed, and support each other. So, hit that button now and let's walk through this journey together. The DWP has confirmed that millions of retirees are set to receive an additional $3,000 in 2025. This is one of the biggest pension boosts in recent memory. And it's not just about putting more pounds into bank accounts. It's about giving retirees a stronger sense of financial security in a world where the cost of living continues to rise. Think about the last few years. Prices have gone up for everything: energy, food, transport, housing. Many seniors have been forced to make painful choices, like cutting down on heating during the winter or skipping social activities to save money. The government's move to approve this extra $3,000 is designed to ease that burden and restore some balance. For some people, $3,000 might sound like just a figure, but for pensioners, it can mean the difference between constant worry and finally being able to live with a little more comfort. Let's break it down. $3,000 spread across a year is $250 each month. Now think about what that could mean for you. It could cover your energy bills for the entire winter. It could pay for healthier groceries so you no longer need to sacrifice nutrition for cost. It could give you the chance to visit your grandchildren more often without stressing about travel fares. It could mean not having to choose between heating and eating, a terrible reality for too many seniors today. This pension boost is not just money, it's peace of mind. For years, retirees have been raising their voices about the challenges they face. Even though the state pension has increased under the triple lock system, it has often not been enough to match the soaring cost of essentials. Inflation, especially in 2022 and 2023, hit record highs, leaving many seniors vulnerable. We've heard heartbreaking stories, pensioners riding buses all day just to stay warm, or grandparents skipping meals so their grandchildren could eat. These are not stories from faraway lands. These are stories happening here in the UK among people who have worked hard all their lives. The $3,000 pension boost in 2025 is meant to address these struggles, offering hope and relief. The DWP has made it clear this increase will benefit millions of retirees. Both current pensioners and those who will reach retirement age in 2025 will be eligible. This includes people receiving the basic state pension, as well as those on the new state pension. If you are already drawing your pension, you will see your payments go up. If you are approaching retirement, you will also be included under the new rates. The government's aim is to make this increase as broad as possible, ensuring that no retiree is left behind. So, stay with me, my friends. We are just starting this journey together. If you've ever worried about your pension not keeping up with life's costs, or if you've wondered whether the government truly hears the voices of retirees, this update is proof that your concerns are being addressed. In the next part, we'll dive deeper into the mechanics of the pension boost, how the DWP plans to roll out this extra $3,000, what the structure will look like, and how retirees can expect it to show up in their accounts. But before we move forward, Don't forget, please subscribe to this channel so you don't miss the next update. Together, we'll make sure you are always informed, always prepared, and always supported. Friends, let's pause for a moment and think about what 3,000 extra really means in daily life. Numbers are important, but what matters more is how those numbers touch our lives. For many retirees, the pension system has often felt like it provides just enough. Enough to cover the basics, but not enough to live without constant worry. With this new boost, millions of retirees will finally have a chance to breathe, to relax, and to plan without fear of running out of money before the end of the month. Imagine yourself waking up on a chilly January morning. In past years, you may have hesitated before turning on the heating, worrying about the gas bill arriving at the end of the month. But with this boost, you can warm your home without that same knot of anxiety in your chest. That, my friends, is dignity. That is the kind of peace of mind that retirees deserve. Now think about the food you put on your table. Rising grocery costs have forced many seniors to cut back, to choose cheaper products, or to reduce portions. With an extra $250 a month, you can choose the healthier options, fresh fruits and vegetables, maybe even treat yourself to the foods you've missed. Nutrition is health, and this pension boost will make healthier living more accessible. And then there are the small joys in life. Visiting grandchildren, attending a friend's birthday, joining a community group. These are not luxuries, they are parts of a full and meaningful life. Too often, seniors decline these opportunities because of bus fares, petrol costs, or the price of a meal out. With this pension boost, you may finally say yes more often, opening the door to laughter, connection, and treasured memories. Experts tell us that financial stress is one of the biggest contributors to loneliness among seniors. When you are worried about money, you stay home more. You avoid gatherings. You keep to yourself. Over time, isolation takes a heavy toll on both mental and physical health. By easing that financial burden, the DWP's pension boost does more than pay bills. It helps retirees stay active, social, and engaged. That is priceless. Now, many of you may be wondering, how does this $3,000 boost connect with the triple lock system? The triple lock, as you know, guarantees that pensions rise each year by whichever is highest: wage growth, inflation, or 2.5%. Over the past few years, this system has protected pensioners during times of high inflation. However, critics argued it was not enough. This extra payment is designed to work alongside the triple lock. It shows that the government recognizes the unique pressures retirees are under and is willing to go beyond the usual formula to provide relief. For many experts, this is a sign that the pension system may continue to adapt and evolve, making it more responsive to the real challenges seniors face. You might be asking yourself, will everyone get exactly $3,000? The answer is yes. The DWP has confirmed this as a flat increase, designed to reach all retirees, regardless of whether you're on the old or new state pension. This makes the system fairer and easier to understand. When will this start? The rollout is set for 2025, with the first payments arriving in the spring. From that point onward, retirees will see their income adjusted to include the extra amount. Will this affect other benefits? The government has stated that this increase is not designed to reduce or cancel out any other benefits. That means pension credit, housing support, and other entitlements will remain in place. The extra $3,000 will truly be additional help. For years, retirees have felt overlooked, especially as working-age benefits and wages have often grown faster. This announcement is not just financial, it's symbolic. It acknowledges that retirees are the backbone of this country, people who gave their working lives to build the economy, raise families, and support society. To give something back, even a modest amount like $3,000, is to restore fairness and respect. My dear friends, as we come to the close of this discussion, let us step back and see the bigger picture. The DWP's decision to confirm a $3,000 extra pension boost in 2025 is more than just a policy. It is a lifeline. It is recognition. It is a promise that you, the retirees of this country, will not be forgotten. I want you to think about what this means in your own life. For some of you, this may mean no longer worrying about whether you can afford to heat your home. For others, it may mean being able to say yes when your family invites you on a small trip or outing. For many, it will simply mean peace of mind, knowing you can cover the basics without fear. But let us also be clear, while this is a positive step, the journey is not finished. Retirees must continue to raise their voices to make sure pensions always reflect the reality of living costs. The government must continue to listen not just in 2025, but every year that follows. This is why it is so important to stay informed. Policies can change, announcements can be confusing, rumors can spread quickly, but here, together, we cut through the noise and get to the truth. We talk about what matters in words that everyone can understand. So once again, I encourage you to subscribe to this channel if you haven't already. By joining our community, you make sure you will never miss an update about your pension, your benefits, and your financial future. Before I finish, let me say this from the heart. Thank you. Thank you for your years of work, your contributions, your sacrifices. Every hospital built, every school staffed, every factory line, every office. Today's Britain stands because of the labor and love of retirees. This pension boost is just one way of honoring that service, though no amount of money can ever truly repay it. Looking to tomorrow. As you look to tomorrow, I hope you feel a little lighter, a little more secure, and a little more valued. Remember, you are not alone. Millions of retirees stand with you, and together, with support and community, the years ahead can be lived with dignity, comfort, and joy. This is your time. This is your right. And this $3,000 boost is just the beginning of a brighter chapter. So, my friends, if this news has given you hope, if you believe more retirees need to hear about this, please subscribe, like, and share this video. Let's spread the word far and wide so no senior is left in the dark. Until next time, take care of yourselves, hold your heads high, and remember, you are valued, you are respected, and you deserve every bit of support that comes your way.